This is ANN News Brief.
Security sources in Burkina Faso say suspected jihadist militants have attacked 2 villages in the north of the country, killing 9 persons near Bozanga. The sources also said some of the victims were killed in their fields where they were farming over the weekend. In the past 4 years, Burkinabe officials say there have been more than 2,000 attacks that have killed thousands of people and displaced millions. The West African leaders announced earlier this month at a summit in the capital Gadugu to fund with $1 billion in fighting the growing threat of jihadist violence in the region. A Kenyan medical official says most of the 64 pupils that were rushed to the hospital after a deadly classroom collapse are being treated for minor injuries and will soon be discharged. Head of the Kenyatta National Hospital, Dr. Vansin Kamori, says most of the students are in stable condition. He says only 2 of them, a young boy who suffers injuries to the lungs and kidneys, and a girl with soft tissue injuries, are in critical condition. Rescue workers have cleared debris following the school collapse at a private junior school early on Monday. At least 7 children were reported killed at the start of the school day at Precious Talent School on western Nairobi outskirts. Parents whose children were injured have rushed to Kenyatta National Hospital and are camped outside waiting news of their kids. Local television reports most are frustrated for being denied access to their children. We'll return after this break.
We are on the road every day, canvassing throughout Africa for news you really need. We follow the story everywhere, from every corner of Nigeria to the wide African expanse. We bring you what's making headlines. We connect you with news you can use. ANN, African News Network, in a truly African spirit.
The United Nations has announced Gabon will become the first African country to be paid with international funds to preserve its forests in an effort to fight climate change. $150 million deal has been earmarked and will be awarded to Gabon for both reducing its greenhouse gas emissions from deforestation and degradation. Gabon has been a leader in Central Africa in preserving its rainforests, creating 13 national parks since year 2000 that cover around 11% of the country. Gabon's Environment Minister Lee White says the agreement with Norway is a sort of a confirmation of the efforts that Gabon has made over the last 10 years of getting deforestation under control and of using sound, sustainable forestry both to preserve the Congo Basin forest and also to reduce carbon emissions. Norway will pay $150 million to the country over a 10-year period for reducing deforestation and preserving its natural forests, so they can absorb carbon dioxide. That's in a news brief. Thanks for watching. For details on these and other breaking stories, visit our website, annafrica.news. Conversation continues on our social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at ANN Africa TV. I'm Lucy Ademi.